Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to do a reading on Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. So I just saw the new trailer for the new Wicked movie where Ariana is starring in, and so I wanted to just do a quick update on her relationship, her career, and kind of just what's going on with her right now, major concerns, and things that are going for her. So, without further ado, I want to just get right into the reading and kind of see what we see for Miss Ariana, with just see how is she going. So just remember, again, all information shared here today is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Remember, nothing I'm sharing here is fact. It's just really my opinion at the end of the day. So please, you can listen, have fun, enjoy it as some entertainment. Otherwise, just you can use this as just another tool to help you form your own thoughts, ideas, and opinions. So without further ado, let's see what's going on for Miss Ariana Grande. Okay, so tarot deck I'm using today is called the Musician's Tarot, which I think is fitting for us. So let's take a look at where we're at. So currently her energy is 5 of Coins. So for her, it feels like she's kind of like counting her pennies, figuring out where they are, how she's doing, especially really, really related to her career. She's made millions and millions of dollars at this point, but it feels like she's kind of in an energy of kind of counting her pennies, figuring where everything else is. Also feeling potentially a little bit disappointed in like what she's made, how she's like the money that she's made, but also the resources that she's like acquired. And I'm wondering, like, it feels down on herself. It's like, I could do better, or I should have done better. Like, why didn't I do this? Why did I do that? What, yada yada yada. And really, it just feels like she's very much in an energy of like, I could be doing so much more or so much better or this, that, and the other thing, when in reality, she has been doing pretty dang well, probably considering her circumstances. Okay. Around her. So it seems like she's got a pretty. She been having. I don't know if she had like who she works with like producers or anything, or like friend groups or people or other individuals around her. But it feels like there's some challenges when it comes to like her working with other people or engaging with other people. It feels like there's strained relationships, especially with the 3 of Cups here. Some strained relationships. Financially, she's taking a step back, or financial considerations. It feels like she's taking a step back with some of the work that she's been doing. It's like she's planning her next stage or her next era. It might be a really good word for it. I mean, we all know Taylor Swift and all of her eras, but like with Ariana, it definitely feels that like she's planning out her next era, or what is she making money at next? Is it a beauty line? Is it like, I don't know why I'm getting like highlighters for some reason. Is she doing like makeup or skincare or perfume, or it feels like she's planning like her next like business or her next like stage. It feels like we're kind of maybe taking a step back from music and putting money in different areas or locations to like get more, to accumulate more resources, wealth, status, and the such. It's like we're kind of feels like we're going into like a more diversifying the portfolio a lot more, and like what she wants to do and accomplish, especially when I think it really relates around her finances, resources, material wealth, and the such. Okay. Interesting. She's also, and it feels like she's, so we have hopes and fears, which is the 2 of Swords, which is making a decision you can't come back from. So it's like, this feels like what she's planning on doing is like, do I want to go away from music? Do I want to go away from, like, do I want to go into a different type of profession or kind of diversify my portfolio in my wealth management and resources? And it feels like it's a struggle where it's like, I want to keep doing music, I want to keep having my creative outlet, but at the same time, there's some struggles, or maybe this is like with her acting career, but I'm definitely seeing that, like, the hopes and the fears is like, am I making the right decision, am I not making the right decision, am I making the right decision, or am I not making the right decision? And it's a little bit of a him hawing type of energy right now, where it's like, I know I need to make the decision, but I don't want to make the decision because what if I make the wrong decision? It's kind of is really what I'm feeling like in this moment for her. Okay. Unseen obstacles. This is the Three of Wands. So my question is, what is she asking for? um, so when I see the Three of Wands, I always think of it as a manifestation card. Seeing it as an unseen obstacle, it's, for me, it feels like, don't manage the irons that you have in the fire, and which irons are where, and which ones are you tending to, which ones do you need to pull out because you don't need to tend to them right now. uh, it feels like right now she's got her hands in a lot of different places. She's got a lot of irons in about 15 different fire pits, and she's trying to manage all of them at the exact same time. And the unseen obstacle is the burnout is real, in that you're doing music over here, you're doing skincare over here, you're doing your acting over here, you're doing musicals and Broadway over here, and it's like we're bouncing between a lot of things, and it's like it's manageable for the short term, but long term, it feels like if we keep going down this path, and it's like you want all these different things, you're going to burn yourself out, or like that. And it's like, this feels like it's a burnout waiting to happen that we are not realizing, because it's like the Three of Wands here. It's like you got a lot of different, like, you're trying to manifest a bunch of different things, so you're putting time, money, and effort into all of them. So things might be coming in a lot slower because you're not being able to focus on, say, two of them. Instead, you're now focusing on like 10. So sure, 10 will come to you maybe around the same time, but if you, say, broke it into chunks of like 2, you might be able to get everything that you wanted in less time than doing everything all at once, and your mental health will be at a potentially better state at the end of it. It's kind of what I'm feeling here for her. The challenges here is letting go. I'm wondering if this is, and I'll look into it, but I'm wondering, it's like the challenge here is letting go of preconceived notions, and I'm wondering if this is like she's having problems letting go of, I think, things that have been said about her from like people that she's trusted, media, whatever, fans. They do matter. I think a lot of this is more in her personal relationships and her personal like engagements that she has with people. And I think she's struggling in some cases to let go of things that have been said, or like either it's thoughts or phrases that have been told to her either behind her back or even to her face. And I think she's struggling to let some of that go, whether that is maybe from her ex husband or from friends that she hasn't talked to because they said something, and then she's like, you know what, I don't want to hear that right now, so I have other things I need to do, we can talk later. And later has been like 6 months. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. This is just a really general overview right now. So what's going for her is she's got a lot of new ideas, businesses, projects, that I think is kind of taking her mind off of, so we have the Hermit here and the Five of Coins. It makes me really do feel that she has a lot of different projects, ideas, and things that she's kind of has in the works. She's not hurting for different projects. She's not hurting for different things to do or ways to express herself in a creative manner. There's no struggles with that. It does feel, though, that her words can be a little bit sharp tongue. So I actually feel like this might be a really good. She's got some banger music coming this way, and I think she's already announced that she has a new album coming. But I do feel like this Ace of Swords with things going for her, it makes me feel that she has a lot of things to say. So with her new music coming out, I do believe that there's going to be a lot that's said, and it's going to resonate a lot with her audience and people who are listening to her music. Uh, probably some harsh truths in there around other people and even for herself is what it's feeling like. In the past, we have justice. So, what's fair is fair in love and war. So, it's like what's happened in the past has happened in the past. I have kind of. Okay. So, what's happened is in the past has happened in the past. However, I am feeling here for justice. Like, there's a couple of her fans and even people at large who were very upset with her decision to go and start dating a then married man or shortly divorced man after, or seeing someone even when she was married. And I do feel in this case that there is still some lingering resentment or lingering doubts around her. This is her going with her new partner, Ethan, I think rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And I think there's going to be some struggles in her career and even like different projects that she's going to be trying to accomplish. Excuse me here. And it feels like there's some karma coming her way still. Even though she's been manifesting a bunch of different outcomes for her, there's still some karma from the past that feels like it's still on its way and is kind of manifesting and coming to fruition for her. And whatever karma that may be. I'm not the judge, jury, or executioner here. I am just someone reading cards and interpreting them as my own. Well, and giving my own interpretations, I should say. So it does feel like there is some karma on its way that has been like from the past that is now kind of like coming to the forefront. And here in the future, we have the Five of Wands. There's some struggles. There's some fighting. There's a lot of back and forth. I'm seeing like social media, Twitter fighting, or like responses. Ooh, it's gonna get ugly here for a little bit. Very ugly. Very, very ugly. Because with the Five of Wands, it's all about fighting. In how I interpret it, it's like very much about fighting, and with it, and in this case, I'm feeling it's not an internal fight. It's very much an external fight. We are. Oh, excuse. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. But definitely feel more. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of with the Justice card here in the past, with the Five of Wands in the future. Again, I do feel like there's some karma. However, people want to interpret that coming her way, and I think she's gonna have to. There is some fighting that she will be doing, whether that is online or even in person, kind of like defending her partner, and like I said, I do see some, like, there's some snapbacks on Twitter or comments made in, like, talk shows or podcasts. And, like, with this Ace of Swords, what's going for her, she's very sharp-tongued at this time, it feels like. So, I wouldn't want to be on her bad side. I wouldn't want to be at the, on the other end of, like, what she's given out, because I think it's going to be very harsh. It's going to be quite, it's going to be like a brutal beatdown is what it feels like. And it's not, and it's just, and some of it's true, some of it isn't, but it does feel like a beatdown in, like, you gotta do this, like, yada, yada, yada. You know how someone can, like, read, like, you know how to read someone? Like, that's what this kind of feels like. It's like, you go against her, you're getting read to filth. And I hope you're prepared for it, is what it's kind of feeling like. Okay. Okay. So next, what I want to do is I want to just take a look at Ethan and Ariana specifically and see kind of what's going on there. So I've never read these two before. This is my first time. So I'm very curious to see what I'm going to get. Because there's like rumors always floating around. You never know who to believe, what to believe, and such. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Give it one more shuffle here. And we will continue on. Come on. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at Ethan. Let's take a look at Ariana. The energy in between. Okay. And then we'll pull the general energy, the challenges, and just another clarifier. Okay. All right. So let's just take a look here quick. So for Ethan, he's showing up as the Ace of Coins. Ariana is showing up as the Page of Cups. In between them is the Nine of Coins, my single ladies card, or my single card. I have some serious questions, is my first thing. Before I even get to this down below, I have some serious questions, y'all. So I don't know too much about them. You can let me know in the comments down below if I'm hitting on anything, but what I'm seeing here for Ethan, for his Ace of Coins, that's concerning. Concerned, especially with the Nine of Coins between the two of them. So let's start with Ethan. So with Ethan, it looks like he's, in my opinion, alleged and for entertainment purposes only. My first question would be, Ethan, why are you with Ari? Because with this Ace of Coins, it makes me like, oh, you see, this is like, I get, you know, the image that comes to my mind is like, there's the really hungry dog, and there's like a steak that you're holding, and like the dog is like got the tongue and it's like licking its lips, sort of situation type deal. It's like there's like a juicy buffet in front of it, and it's like, I'm gonna get it. Especially, but within the monetary sense, it's like I'm seeing, it's like, this is like, some would say a cash cow, or trying to get someone's money, or like I'm looking at you as like my sugar mama, or something along those lines. Because it's like, he is like new business opportunities, new business. I'm seeing this as like, in this relationship, it's money. It's brand new money. It's new resources. It's new things for me to get materialistically. For Ariana, it's very, very different, showing up as the Page of Cups, which is, I am showcasing my emotions. I am bringing my all to this relationship. I believe that she's been known to be like, I don't know if this is like speculation or if she said this is something I've just heard around, but like she likes to fix people, potentially, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. And with the Page of Cups here, it makes me believe that that could be very much the case. It's like, I'm bringing to you all my emotions, and I want it to be like, I'm gonna fill your cup up and you can fill up mine, and we can be lovely and happy, and we fill each other's needs emotionally, physically, mentally, and such. So like her, it's like she's coming, like it feels like she's coming into this relationship, or she's in this relationship now. It's like, I want to be able to connect with you emotionally a lot, or and like being able to connect emotionally a lot. Ethan's over here like, I have new money to move and do and create and yada yada yada. And but between the two of them, it's like the Nine of Coins, which is all about being when it comes to a relationship, it's like, it's a single card. seeing that between them, it's like, is this, so I have questions of like, is this just like a financial, like back and forth sort of situation? Is this like more of a materialistic relationship? Is this more about like, what can I scratch your back, you scratch mine, but like there's not a lot of emotions attached to it? Because it's like, what I'm seeing here is like, I like you, allegedly, my opinion, not fact. I see this relationship as very, it's an exchange. It's always been an exchange. It's like, you give me something, I give you something. You give me something, I give you something. And it's not always a equal exchange. It's sometimes just, it's not, and it's like the equal exchange, if you would want to call it an equal exchange, it's when it comes to relationships, you want, the majority of people that I know would want a relationship that has emotions, where you feel like you are being essentially cared for and like you're able to connect on more than just a very surface level. You're able to open up, be vulnerable, and essentially open up your heart. That's what I'm seeing here with Ariana in the Page of Cups. With the Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Coins in this situation, I'm seeing this as like, actually, no, it's like, I'm going to give you money, you give me money. You give you money, I give me money. And then it's just like that physical exchange of resources. And I'm uncomfortable with it, especially with this type of relationship, considering Ethan is showing up as the Ace of Coins, where it's like, I'm going to take, and Ariana's like, I'm going to give, and like kind of ignore other things that might be coming up. So it's, in my head, I'm seeing my Chariot card from my Wisdom of the Owls deck, which has a giant red flag waving in the background. So, like, I'm seeing that there's some red flags, and the red flags are being ignored, in my humble opinion. So, looking down here as kind of clarifying the whole situation. So, between the two of them, like just an overall energy of their relationship, we have the Page of Swords, which is kind of like speaking your truth, speaking out, but not emotionally. It's like I'm speaking new things into existence. We're trying new things. We are being communicative. We're showcasing things. Like, nothing's being hidden when it comes to like speaking out logical, truthful facts. I'm also feeling here for like their connection. It's one that's very, feels tit for tat, in my opinion, where it's like one person says something, then the other one says something, then one person says something, and the other one says something. It's like someone always has to have the last word in, and it's not healthy, it feels like, but it's like one person, like, it feels like they, like I said, in my humble opinion, no facts. It's like, there's like a mirror going back and forth between the two of them, where it's like, no, it's you. Oh, no, it's you. Oh, no, it's you. Oh, it's you. You, me. And it's like, we're trying to, in some cases, like, it's like a one-upping of each other, but also, like, not. It's like, one person's doing it to be the kindest individual ever, and the other one's doing it to be like, I'm trying to one-up. And that's what it's feeling like. Here, with the challenges, there's the Tower. I'm just going to come out and say it. The challenge here is that it feels like there's another person, or there's like a situation that they've been like one person's been doing behind the other person's back, and now once that comes to light, everything kind of blows up. It's like, the challenge here is that, like, one, the relationship wasn't, like, how they started it, not a lot of people agreed with. To each their own. If you like them together, amazing. If you don't like them together, amazing. So but I feel like there's like I said, there's some karma coming. And I'm wondering if with the Tower card is the challenge here regarding their relationship, I'm wondering if there's some karma coming in around this relationship. Whether this is coming in at Ariana or at Ethan. Maybe it's just at both of them because they are both in this relationship. But the challenge here is like there's something coming in. There's karma coming in. There is definitely there's a shakeup happening in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, I can only speculate. But like this could be, in my humble opinion, some people would have say, it was like an idea of like, so how you get them is how you lose them is a saying that some people will say. Like karma and that way. But then like here with the Temperance card is kind of like just overall going over the whole spread. It's like we're restoring balance. So in the restoring of the balance, it's like something bad happened or something good happened, and now there's like we're evening the scales again, where things were. It's not. How do I want to put this? It's not that because you do something it's not because you do something good doesn't mean something bad happens to you. No. It's along the lines of your decisions have repercussions, whether that's good repercussions or bad repercussions. Every action has a reaction. And what that reaction is sometimes is a very positive one, or sometimes it can be a negative one. What I'm feeling here with the Temperance card, though, is definitely it's an equaling or it's a balancing of a cycle or of a situation. So in this case, I do see that there might be. I'm going to pull some more cards just to see. But, like, I wouldn't doubt if there's a little scandal or something in the news saying something around Ethan or even Ariana around the relationship or somebody or something else. I wouldn't be shocked. But what else we got here? So we have the Ten of Swords, a backstabbing or betrayal on Ethan's side. We have the Four of Coins, which is kind of like we're hoarding or doing all of our resources. And then on Ari's side, we have the Four of Swords, which is all about kind of sticking back, watching the shit fly. Ooh, I don't like this. We're completing of a cycle. Five of Cups might not be the happiest of cycles because we're looking at all the bad instead of what we still have left. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is all around emotions. Okay. So yeah, I do feel that I don't know what this will be. I mean, I can pull from a different deck to kind of see where this might be. But I'm definitely seeing that there's some sort of backstabbing or betrayal coming within their relationship. Whether this is cheating, whether this is someone stepping out of their relationship, whether this is maybe just moving on to something different or new. I do see that there is a continuation. There's a continuation of this cycle with the World here. And with the Four of Coins, the Four of Swords, even with the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it feels like the saying of how you get them, how you lose them might be applicable here. Especially with that Ace of Cups and with the World. That World scares me with just how it's like we're continuing of a cycle here. Like, one thing happened, now we gotta go to the next thing, and we gotta repeat it. We're gonna repeat it because the lesson hasn't been learned, is what it feels like. Okay, and then we have the Five of Swords, which is you won, but at what cost? Queen of Coins, you got the bag at the end of the day, and there's the Emperor. Yeah. Yeah. And also, in my opinion, this Emperor feels like Ethan. This Queen of Coins feels like Ari, and then with the Five of Swords, it's like, okay, so you got him, but at the end of the day, was it worth it? And in my opinion, I'm definitely feeling that maybe the prize wasn't worth the effort, or the it's like the prize wasn't worth the effort. I do feel that there is some struggles coming within the relationship, whether or not that's going to be public or not. I do feel that there's going to be something coming out here soon, but I'm gonna just pull a few more cards here. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there's some definitely, I feel that there's some news coming here soon when it comes to these two individuals. And it's going to, I think, put Ariana on the back foot, especially with this Nine of Wands. It's like, I'm waiting for the next big thing to come in, or I'm being very defensive right now. And it's kind of put her on her back foot here, because I'm feeling with her, it's the Queen of Wands. It's like, I want to lash out. Actually, no, I think, isn't she a Cancer? Wait. I feel like she's a water sign, maybe, question mark. Maybe that the Queen of Cups is her, but also with the Queen of Wands. Oh, so, okay. So, with her back against the wall, she feels like she's an emotional person. And also with the Queen of Wands, when she does get emotional or overwhelmed, it turns a little bit, it gets very defensive. It gets with those mean words, especially with that Ace of Swords that we saw earlier. It's very much like, okay, fine, you were right, but I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Like, what do you mean? Like, no, 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 no. And it's like, her back's against the wall. So once your back's against the wall, you get kind of, you lash out a little bit. And the lashing out is coming from a pretty emotional place, but also from a very, like, if you can like imagine like hot steam coming out at you, and it like burns, and it's coming at you at a really, really high force of velocity and stuff. So, oh, I would not want to be on her bedside. So that's what it's feeling like when it comes to Ari. That like when this, I think, blows up. When this blows up, it's not an if, it's a when it blows up. In my opinion, it's gonna be she's gonna get very, in my opinion, defensive. Defensive. It's going to not be very. It's gonna be. It's gonna be messy. So very, very messy. Because I don't think she likes being told that she was wrong. I'm the same way, but I'm doing better, and I'm learning, and I've come leaps and bounds in being able to say I was wrong. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me. And so in this situation, it does feel that with everything coming together, it feels like when this happens, things kind of start tumbling down. I do feel that there is going to be a social media going after her in social media, because yeah, she's in with this Four of Cups here, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Yeah. So she's going to be, it's not going to be a loud, proud moment. It's going to be more of a, like, I'm trying to get over this. We're working through it. I think there's going to be also, like, a time of a lot of self-reflection, where we probably, like, there's going to be, like, a huge hubbub of chatter, and then afterwards it's gonna kind of like all die down right away, and it's gonna be in like this energy of like, okay, so now I've got to go, I'm not proud of what I've done, but with the but like now I have to restructure these burdens and bonds and things that I have accumulated, and now I need to let go of them. So now I'm gonna take time to reflect, go through it, and so I don't need to be on social media afterwards. So okay, that's what I'm seeing here for their little get-together, shindig, relationshipy type deal. If you guys liked this, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button. I have new content coming out all the time. So once again, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!